Hey guys, my name is Emily if you haven't seen my face before, and today I'm really excited because I'm making another video on my results from a Ting challenge. I've actually made quite a few of her challenges, so if you want to check some more out, I will leave that playlist in the cards above for you guys. The one that I'm going to be talking about today is the Intense Core Challenge, which really focuses on the abs and as well as a little bit of full body. Ting makes all of her challenges and programs free on YouTube as well as on her website, so definitely go check her out. She's great, I love her so much, and I will leave the program down below in the description. While I was doing this challenge, I wasn't really following any type of diet. I was mostly just trying to adjust back to being in person for my classes because we did take a little bit of a break, went back online, and so I was kind of adjusting to that. So I still wanted to make some effort with exercising, but I definitely was not making my food and nutrition a priority. So keep that in mind with my results. One of the biggest goals that I had for this program was to get better at holding a plank because I've always struggled with all types of planks. It doesn't really matter what kind of plank it is, I'm just bad at them. So I really wanted to get better at that and maybe lose a little bit of weight, but this challenge is only 15 days. So I was really focusing more on trying to improve my strength instead of losing weight or fat or anything like that. I am going to be including my measurements and my weight in this video, so if that is triggering to you guys at all, then I really recommend you click off because I definitely don't want to trigger anybody. So whenever I started this challenge, my weight was 134.4 pounds, my waist was 29 inches, my hips were 37.5 inches, my butt was 39 inches, and my legs were 23 inches. Before we get into the rest of the video, I just want to put it out there that I'm totally open to suggestions for how to format these videos. If you guys would prefer more check-ins, less check-ins, that kind of stuff, feel free to let me know down below. And I also want to say that this is my personal experience with this challenge. Everyone else might have different results, and I can't say how this challenge will go for everybody because everybody's different. This is just my personal experience with it. The first day of this challenge had two of the main videos that are in this challenge, as well as a couple optional videos that I wanted to try to make sure I did if I did have the energy. But the full body burn in this challenge is very intense. I made it to about 75% of the way through on this first day just because it is so intense and I wasn't really expecting it. So I pretty much burnt myself out in the first 3/4 of the video, which is totally fine because I know I'm going to get stronger with that video as the time goes on. And then I moved on to the plank challenge, which was also pretty intense, and I would definitely recommend using a padded mat when you're doing those exercises to prevent hurting your wrist and your arms. Day 4 had a new video that was an ab and core type of video, which was difficult just like all of the other videos, but at the same time I felt really good doing it because I could tell that I was making progress. For example, the side planks, I was able to do them on my knees for the whole duration of the time, which if you've seen my Ting videos before, you know that I really struggle with side planks. As well as the bicycle crunches, I was actually able to do those the whole time without stopping, which I was really proud of myself for. Day 10 was another super intense day. There was the intense full body hit, which absolutely destroys me. That video in combination with the 500 rep video literally obliterated me. I was so sweaty after this workout, but I really felt like I had a great time doing it. There was a bunch of new moves that I really enjoyed, and what I really like to do for these rep videos is I like to take my time with it, slow it a bit down, and try to get those reps in, pausing when I need to make sure that I can actually get a lot of reps done of the moves, because I can definitely not go as fast as Chloe does because she is definitely amazing when it comes to these moves and I love her so much, but I also really hate her when I'm doing these exercises because they are so hard. Another plus is that I was actually able to do jackknives in the 500 rep abs, which I could never do before. I always struggled with jackknives and I was never able to actually get my body to do it, but I could today, so that was a good accomplishment for me. Day 10 was the first day that I finished the full body workout without taking any breaks, making it all the way through, so I was super happy about that. And I just want to make sure I told you guys that if you have to make modifications to some of the moves, don't feel bad about it. Everyone starts somewhere, and I definitely had to make some modifications along the way too. I was really motivated to push myself today because it was the last video of the challenge and I was wearing my lucky Lululemon sweater, which I love. I mean, look at that pink color, how cute is that? But anyways, this last day of the challenge was kind of a struggle for me. I really wanted to finish that plank video, but I'm someone who really has a hard time with plank moves specifically, so unfortunately I was not able to get all the way through that one. I did almost make it though, so I think if I did the video a couple more times I would be able to finish it. Okay, so now that we finished the challenge, I think what I'm gonna do is share my results with you guys first, and then we're gonna talk about it and I'll share my thoughts on the challenge as a whole. So after I finished this challenge, my weight was 135.8 pounds, my waist was 29 inches, my hips were 36 inches, my butt was 39 inches, and my legs were 23 inches. So I ended up gaining 1.4 pounds, but I lost an inch and a half off of my hips. In terms of all the Chloe Ting challenges that I've done, this one is definitely on the lower end of the results because I did gain weight. But that being said, there are a lot of factors that would play into that. Like I said, I was not watching what I was eating at all, so I probably wasn't eating as good as I was supposed to be. And it was getting a lot colder, so I wasn't really walking to class anymore like I had been in previous challenges. So there's quite a few things that could have factored into that on top of the challenge itself. So I'm not fully blaming the program for my results because I think a lot of that is also my personal fault. That being said though, this definitely was not my favorite challenge. I found the videos weren't really as interesting as some of the other ones. I felt myself getting kind of bored during some of them and I really just wanted the video to end. I wasn't enjoying most of the movements, which is really sad because I usually love her videos. Something else to consider is that this challenge was only 15 days. I usually see better results in challenges that are longer just because your body has more time to adjust to the moves and stuff like that. So I wouldn't really expect a lot of results in a challenge that is only 15 days. So keep that in mind if you want to try this yourself. I did improve my goal of improving with my planks. That being said though, I'm still not great at them. I still definitely have a hard time with them, but I am better than I was when I started this challenge. I could never hold a side plank even on my knees before trying this challenge, so I'm really proud of myself for that because I was able to hold a side plank on my knees throughout the whole time towards the end of the challenge, which is great. And I also can tell that I have been getting stronger with these Chloe Ting challenges because I never used to be able to keep up with the bicycle crunches. They were always really hard for me and I would always just give up after like 10 seconds because they hurt so bad. But I was actually able to last pretty long for the bicycle crunches. I don't think it's just this challenge that made me really good at them, but I think it's because I've been doing bicycle crunches for quite a while now because they're in most of her challenges. This one was just kind of the icing on the cake and now I feel like I'm able to do them really well and I can do them for the full duration of the timer, which is great. In terms of my overall thoughts for this challenge, I kind of have mixed feelings because I know I didn't have the best experience with it, but that being said, I know there's a bunch of other people who have had really amazing results for this challenge. I personally wouldn't recommend this one over any other challenge just because it wasn't my favorite, but some people really love it, so I would still definitely give this a go if you want something that's really focused on abs. But if you want something that may give you the best results, this one might not be the one for you, but that is just my personal opinion and I know people love it, like I said. Alright guys, so that wraps up this video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you want to, you can go ahead and leave a like, a comment, or subscribe if you want, and I will see you next time. Thanks guys. Bye. God bless.